Morning dear children, welcome back to our online maths class. Okay, I hope all of you have gone through the video given in the previous class. Have you gone through that video? What was it? Yes, that video was about the fractions in real life. Fractions in real life. That don't write, okay. That video was about the fractions, significance of fractions in our day-to-day life. That was given in that video, isn't it? Have you gone through that? Have you understood the concept of fractions now? Have you understood? Then please try to say what is the meaning of fractions, what is meant by fraction, what is meant by a fraction. Yes, suppose we have, this is what? This is a rectangle. We all know this is a rectangle, isn't it? This is a rectangle. If we divide this rectangle into 4 equal parts, here we have done what? Yes, here we have divided this rectangle into how many equal parts? How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts are there. And if we divide this rectangle into 4 equal parts and we have taken only one from this, taken means instead of that we can shade, and if we have taken only one from this, if we take only one from this, what would be the fraction corresponding to this figure? What would be the fraction corresponding to this figure? For denoting what has been done here? What has been done here? Yes, we have divided a given rectangle into 4 equal parts and we choose only one from that. From these 4 equal parts, we choose how much? Yes, we have shaded only one, means we choose only one from this. How to represent this condition? How to represent this condition? Yes, for representing this, what we have to do is that write 4 down and 1 bar. It is read as by and above 1. What is the meaning of this? This is a fraction. What is the meaning of this fraction? The meaning of this fraction is out of 4 equal parts, out of one part, second part, third part, fourth part, isn't it? Out of 4 equal parts, we have shaded only one, or we have chosen only one. That is, we have chosen only one. That is the meaning of this only one. That is the meaning of this fraction. Out of 4, we choose only one. That is meant by the fraction 1 by 4. That is the meaning of the fraction 1 by 4. Isn't it? Understood? So, can you say the fraction corresponding to this figure? I am going to draw one figure here. Suppose this is a circle. I can't draw the circle properly on this digi screen. You please pardon. Suppose this is a circle, and how many equal parts are here? We divide this circle into how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We divide this circle into 8 equal parts, isn't it? And I am going to shade this much only. I am going to shade these parts only. I shade these portions now. How many portions are shaded here? How many parts are shaded here? Yes, out of 8 parts, we shade only how many parts? Yes, 1, 2, 3. Only 3 parts have been shaded. So, we shade only 3 parts. So, the fraction corresponding to the given figure, this figure is what? Yes, 3 by 8. How it read? It reads as 3 by 8. The fraction corresponding to this figure is what? 3 by 8. Understood? This is the concept of fractions, and I think all have gone through the significance of fraction in real life, which was given in the previous video. Have you all gone through that? Okay. Suppose you have 3 mangoes with you. Suppose you have 3 mangoes with you, and from this you gave one mango to your friend. From 3 mangoes, you give 1 mango to your friend. What is the fraction of the mangoes given? What is the fraction of the mangoes given? I'm not asking the fraction of the mangoes with you. I'm asking the fraction of the mangoes given to your friend. So how to find out how many mangoes are there with us? Yeah, here we have 3 mangoes with us. Isn't it? Out of which how many mangoes have been given to your friend? Yes, you give only one mango to your friend. One mango only to your friend. So that means what is the fraction of the mangoes given? Yes, fraction of the mangoes given is what? 1 by 3. It reads as 1 by 3. 1 by 3. 1 by 3. Have you understood the concept of fractions? Is it clear? Yes. Suppose we have this figure with us. This is a triangle, isn't it? And I divide this triangle into 3 equal parts, and I have shaded only 2 from this. Now I shade only 2 from this. What is the fraction corresponding to this figure? This given figure. What is the fraction corresponding to this given figure? Yes, there are 3 equal parts. Among 3, how many are shaded? Yes, 2 are shaded. So what is the fraction corresponding to this figure? Yes, 2 by 3 is the fraction corresponding to this figure. Understood? 2 by 3 is the fraction corresponding to this figure. Is it clear? Have you understood the concept of fractions? Okay. Now let's start writing. As we have, as it has been mentioned earlier, you need not learn the HCF and LCM lesson this year. This is, if you try to learn that this year, it would be very tough for you, especially in this online platform. That's not easy to learn this year. The HCF and LCM can be learned in the coming class. Okay, coming class 5. Okay, now let's start writing the concept of fraction or fractional numbers. Write down neatly. As I have been saying always, before start writing, mention date and day on the upper portion of your margin. Okay, lesson 8, fractions. In other words, we can say fractional numbers. Fractional numbers. Within bracket, you please write fractions. Fractional numbers or fractions. Okay, yeah. Since this is an introduction, I would like to take a small portion only today. Okay, start writing the notes. So we know from if an object is divided into equal parts, and we choose some parts only from there, or we select only some parts from that, that figure represents a fraction. That figure represents a fraction, isn't it? Suppose we have divided this figure into 6 equal parts. Suppose we divide this figure into 6. No, this is enough. Yeah, 6 equal parts, and shaded only 1 from this. What is the fraction for this? Yes, 1 only shaded out of 6. 1 by 6 is the fraction for this. 1 by 6 is the fraction for this. So in general, we can conclude that, or we can define fraction as part of a whole. Whole means what? What is the meaning of whole in English? W-H-O-L-E, whole, not H-O-L-E, whole. What is the meaning of W-H-O-L-E, whole in English? Yes, the entire thing, the whole thing. Entire thing is known as whole. Whole means the full. Whole means the full. So how many parts are there as a whole? As a whole, this rectangle has been divided into how many parts? Yes, 6 parts are there as a whole. So out of which 1 only shaded. 1 only shaded. So this is a part of this whole. This one shaded portion is a part of this entire thing or whole thing, isn't it? This shaded portion is a part of the whole thing. Part of the whole thing. This shaded portion is a part of the whole thing, isn't it? A particular part, only one part of a whole thing. If the fraction is this one, what can we say? Yeah, this shaded portion is the one part of two total parts. Among totally 2 parts are there. Out of this, one only shaded. So, part of a whole thing. Part of a whole thing. That is the definition of fraction. So, in general, we can say fraction means part of a whole. Part of a whole means the entire thing, the whole thing, complete thing. So, we can say fraction as the part of a whole. That is the definition of a fraction. That is the definition of a fraction. Okay, understood what is meant by fractions? Okay, now please start writing this. Okay, write down. First one, Roman number 1. The first concept of this lesson is fractions. What is meant by fraction? We have discussed just what is meant by a fraction means, who can say? A fraction means, in general we can say a fraction means part of a whole. A fraction means part of a whole. What is meant by fraction? Yeah, fraction means part of a whole. Part of a whole. So let's discuss some example. Let's discuss some examples. Okay. Yeah. First one. Draw one rectangle neatly using ruler and pencil. Please draw one rectangle neatly using ruler and pencil. And please divide that rectangle into 4 equal parts. Okay. Yeah. Divide that rectangle into 4 equal parts. So what is the fraction corresponding to this shaded portion? Please shade only one part from this. So what is the fraction corresponding to this figure? Yes, fraction corresponding to this or this, no, fraction corresponding to the shaded portion is fraction corresponding to the shaded portion. Fraction corresponding to the shaded portion is what? Sorry, something went wrong. Portion is, what is it? Yeah, 1 by 4, isn't it? 1 by 4 is the fraction corresponding to the shaded portion. 1 by 4 is the fraction corresponding to this shaded portion. Got it? Understood? Okay, now write example B. The example is B. Write down B. Please draw one circle neatly using a coin or something you can draw. Using a coin or any circular object, bangle or something like that, you can draw the circle neatly. But unfortunately I couldn't. Since I am using this DE screen, I can't use bangle or some compass, something like that. I can't use that here. You please draw neatly with a bangle or any circular object. So we have drawn one circle here, and now we are going to divide this circle into 8 equal parts. We are going to divide this circle into 8 equal parts, and please shade only 3 parts from this. Please shade neatly. Please shade only 3 parts from this. Please shade only 3 parts from this. So, can you say the fraction corresponding to this shaded portion? Can you say the fraction corresponding to this shaded portion? What is it? Yes, it is. Yeah, 3 by, out of 8, 3 are shaded means 3 by 8, isn't it? Okay, write down. Fraction corresponding to fraction corresponding to please write neatly, okay, to this shaded portion is this shaded portion. Fraction corresponding to this shaded portion is what? Yeah, out of 8, total is total has to be written down. Total whole has to be written down. As a whole, how many parts are there? Yeah, as a whole, 8 parts are there. Out of which how many are shaded? Yeah, 3 only are shaded. So part of a whole. 3 is the part, 8 is the whole. 3 is the part here, 8 is the whole here. So what is the fraction corresponding to this shaded portion? Yes, 3 by 8 is the fraction corresponding to this shaded portion. Okay, let's do one more. See, the question is, please draw one triangle neatly and divide this into two equal parts. Okay, let me draw properly. Draw one triangle neatly, and please divide this into two equal parts and shade only one portion, or shade only one part. So can you say what is the fraction corresponding to this? Yeah, how many, as a whole, how many parts are there? Yeah, two parts are there as a whole. Among that, how many are shaded? One is shaded. So what is the fraction? 1 by 2. Whole total has to be written down and the shaded one has to be written up. Okay, so write down the fraction corresponding to fraction corresponding to the shaded portion is fraction corresponding to the shaded portion is, what is it? Yeah, out of 2 only 1 is shaded. How can it be read? Yes, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the fraction corresponding to this shaded portion. Have you understood the concept of shaded portion, fraction? Have you understood what is the meaning of fraction? Is it clear? Okay. Now stop writing. After completing this, stop writing. I am going to give one more important concept regarding the fraction. So we know every fraction is represented by part by whole. In this, that means from a whole thing how many parts are shaded. In that way, isn't it? From a whole thing how many parts are shaded. In that manner we have represented many fractions earlier, isn't it? We represent fractions by part by whole. In this, the part is known as the numerator. What is the name for indicating the part? Yeah, part is known as the numerator and the whole is known as the denominator. Whole is known as the denominator. Understood? Part is known as the part, that is the number above is known as the numerator. Very important. Okay, and the number down, that means whole is known as the part is known as the numerator and the whole or the number written down is known as the denominator. Understood? So can you say in the fraction 2 by 3, which is the numerator? Number above is numerator. So which is the numerator in the fraction 2 by 3? Yes, 2 is the numerator and 3 is what? Yes, 3 is the denominator, isn't it? So in the fraction 5 by 9, which is the numerator? Yes, 5 is the numerator and 9 is the denominator. Have you understood? Okay, that is second one. Roman number 2. Numerator and denominator of a fraction. Numerator and denominator of a fraction. So we are going to discuss about the numerator and denominator of a fraction. We know that a fraction is represented as A fraction is represented as what? Yes, part by whole. Part by whole, isn't it? We know that. Yes, we have discussed earlier about it, isn't it? We know that a fraction is represented as part by whole. In this, part is known as the numerator and whole is known as the denominator. In this, please continue. In this, part is known as the part is known as the in this part is known as the numerator. Underline the word numerator. Known as the numerator. How it reads? Yes, numerator. Part is known as the numerator and whole is known as the WHOLE. Whole means the whole thing, entire thing. Whole is known as the denominator. Whole is known as the denominator. Okay. Yeah. From this, part is known as the numerator and whole is known as the, please write D in capital, denominator. Whole is known as the denominator. DENOMINATOR, denominator. Okay, please write the spelling properly. Part is known as the numerator and whole is known as the denominator. So from this, what can be concluded? Hence a fraction can be written as what? Yes, instead of part by whole, we can write numerator by denominator, isn't it? So next sentence, write down. Hence a fraction can be written as a fraction can be written as yeah, this is very important. Please write down this inside a box drawn neatly. Draw one box by taking 4 lines neatly. Draw one box neatly using ruler and pencil. Please draw one box neatly using ruler and pencil and write down a fraction can be written as fraction is equal to, inside this box please write fraction is equal to numerator by denominator. Fraction is equal to numerator by denominator. Fraction is equal to what? Numerator by denominator. Numerator by denominator. This is very, very important. All fractions are in the form what? Numerator by denominator. Understood? Have you got? Okay. Now write some examples of this new fraction representation of fractions as numerator by denominator. Okay. Example A, 2 by 7. Numerate in 2 by 7 what? Numerator is equal to here. Numerator is equal to 2. Denominator is equal to what? 7. Isn't it? Alright, numerator and denominator like that itself. Here, what is the numerator? Yes, numerator is what? What is the numerator here? Yeah, number written above is the numerator. What is the numerator? Yes, yeah, the numerator is 2. Numerator is equal to 2 and which is the denominator? Yes, denominator is equal to, yes, 7. Isn't it? Denominator is equal to, what is the answer? 7. 2 is the numerator and 7 is the denominator. Okay. Yeah. Next B, the question is 3 by 10. B, the question is 3 by 10. B, the question is 3 by 10. Here which is the numerator? Yes, here numerator numerator is equal to, here numerator is equal to, what is the answer? Yes, 3. And what is the denominator here? Yes, denominator is equal to 10, isn't it? Denominator is equal to what? 10, isn't it? Yes, numerator is equal to 3 and denominator is equal to 10. So let's write one more. 5 by 12. See, 5 by 12. Here which is the numerator? Yes, numerator is 5 and denominator is 12, isn't it? So write down here numerator is equal to what? Yes, 5. Which is the denominator here? Yes, denominator is 12 and denominator is equal to 12. Have you understood the concepts of numerator and denominator? So what has been discussed in this class? Yes, we have discussed about the representation of fractions. Fractions means what? Part by, don't write this one, part by whole, and in actually that can be represented as that can be represented as, or a fraction can be represented as numerator by denominator, where denominator represents the whole thing and numerator represents the part of the whole thing. Understood? So this much is enough for today. Gone through the concepts very well. Make it clear, make it understood today itself. You should be thorough with the concepts for moving forward. Without knowing the concepts, we can't move forward. Okay, so please try to learn today itself. Some of you having submitted the notes that has been asked to submit yesterday, please submit. Those students, please submit the notes. Others, very well, keep it up. Okay, very good, keep it up, well done. Thank you. Have a nice day.